guys, so today's video is going to be a first impression of a ton of stuff that I recently picked up at the drugstore. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. You're going to hear my thoughts and how it wore throughout the day. So hopefully this gives you kind of ideas of what's good and what's not and what worked out for me. And that way you can make kind of a more informed decision on what you guys want to buy. Because I know when I go to the drugstore, I always my eyes get scattered. I want to pick everything up, but then at the same time, you don't know, there's no reviews just hanging out there, especially when it's brand new. It's still kind of murky waters. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I had a really fun time doing it because it actually turned out a lot better than I thought it would. There were definitely some fails in this, but there was also some really great wins that I'm super excited might actually beat out some of my high-end stuff. So thanks for watching, and let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Concealer Palette, and I'm going to be using the color correcting one. I actually really like this. I started out with green to color correct the redness, and I feel like it definitely did help. It's very creamy, a lot creamier than the NYX one that I've been using, so I definitely am going to be picking this one up more often than I do the NYX one. I also really like the peach color in here, although I feel like it doesn't serve as many skin tones as the NYX one does, which kind of is annoying, but I don't know if they are planning on releasing a darker one or a different shade, I'm not sure, but I definitely enjoyed it. I felt like it fit my skin tone really nice, and I love the consistency. So if it is kind of a peach shade that matches your color range, it could definitely work for you. But if not, if you were really suffering with redness and stuff, the green is also really nice. The lavender perks up your skin. I also ended up using L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Concealer Palette in the shade 220. When I was talking about this in the haul, I told you guys I was kind of upset that they didn't have any other shades. I ended up making it work, which was fine for me, but if it's not a shade that would match you, it's kind of a bummer. But I ended up using this on places where I definitely had a lot of discoloration. I had a big blemish on my chin, and my nose usually kind of peeks through of my foundation because it's a little bit red and sometimes oily, so I like to put on an extra coat of concealer on there just to make sure that it doesn't peek through. So that's what I've been doing, and I've been using the Luxie 141 mini round brush to apply all the tiny green dots, and then I use the Sedona Lace 773 brush to blend that all out. Now I'm going to be using the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation, and I use the colors Natural and Medium Olive. So I ended up using it with the L'Oreal Blend Artist Infallible Sponge, and initially I didn't like it. I felt like it was sticking to my skin really weird. It was clinging to dry patches, so I ended up using the Morphe M439 brush, and it worked a lot better with the brush. You can also use the Sigma F series, the F84 or something, but I definitely felt it was a good foundation, but it just it was really picky with how it was applying. It's a matte coverage. It's definitely a buildable coverage. I liked it. It wore pretty well throughout the day. My only issue again is that it depends on what you're using it with, and also I felt like a lot of product was used compared to how much was given to me in the little bottle. It just felt like it was too expensive for the amount that I was getting, and I needed to use a lot of drops in order to receive that full coverage that they kept talking about. Now, the Jordana Sculpt & Go Cream Contour Sticks. I love this. I love this so much. I got the shades light and medium. I love the shade light. It just looks so good on girls who are pale because it is that nice purple undertone, and then I used medium to warm it up a little bit because I'm not super pale, but I definitely like the pale undertones in a contour, and it blends out super easily. I was using the Sigma F84 brush, and I was really pressing it into the skin. I didn't even have to use Fix Plus like I do with my Pure Contour cream because it blended in so easily. I have no complaints about this. I'm definitely going to be reaching for this more than I reach for my other contour, cream contours. I really like this, and I really recommend you try it out. So I ended up going back into the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation and using that to kind of sort of the bake technique, but really I was just sculpting my cheekbones a little bit more. By adding that foundation, it made my contour look a little bit more sharp. I ended up using the Revlon Insta Blush in Nude Kiss. Again, also really love this. It turned out really nice, and I used the It Cosmetics number 10 brush. It just blends out so beautifully, so naturally, and I feel like it stayed pretty well throughout the day. Now this one, the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Concealer, I have complaints. I feel like it is way too expensive for what it does. I just feel like it is nothing special. It was not hydrating to my skin. I definitely felt like it kind of dragged down my under eyes. I didn't like it. Then the Maybelline Brightening Creamy Concealer in 20 Light, again, also just, I wasn't a big fan. I mean, this one, I can see like you can use on spot areas where you have blemishes and stuff, but it's brightening, so it's supposed to brighten up your face. I just felt like it wasn't, I wasn't really loving it. Now, the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Brow and Set, this is kind of a pomade for your brows. I was really struggling to apply this onto my brows because it was kind of a really dark color, so it might have been my fault that I didn't get the right color, and also it was just a little bit difficult to work with, but it's definitely a really good one at the drugstore. I just personally prefer the NYX one a little bit more. Now this is the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Shape and Define. This was absolutely horrible. I hate how it applied onto my eyebrows. It just felt really thick. The formula just didn't work out for me. Also, the color was way off. It just was so warm. I felt so insecure about my brows. I was so unhappy. Now I'm using the Rimmel Magnifies Keep Calm and Wear Gold, and also the London Nudes Calling. So I set my eyes after like using concealer. I put like a nude shade that matched, and now I'm picking up the Keep Calm and Wear Gold and grabbing a neutral brown. Now I love these palettes. These palettes are so nice. The eyeshadows blend like a dream, and I feel like they're very, like, they're pigmented enough. I really did like it, especially the mattes in the Keep Calm and Wear Gold, which is what I'm working with right now. I also decided to do a halo eye, so I ended up using the Keep Calm and Wear Gold to create these browns and this nice like kind of gradient shadow. Now I'm going in with the Revlon Color Stay Cream eyeshadow in 710. Now this I feel like is pretty cool. It's kind of like the Maybelline color tattoos, and say hello to my kitty. She decided to pop in. But as I was saying, they kind of remind me of the color tattoos, but they last all day. I just feel like they're not really a good base. They're kind of just like an everyday, like if you want to smear it all over your eye. And yeah, my cat decided that she wanted to be a YouTuber. So I decided to kind of put on eyeshadow on top of that, and it made it work. Now I'm going in with the Jordana Glow and Go Creamy Strobing Sticks. I used a sponge with it and everything. I did not like it. Then I went in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Makeup Stick and also didn't like it with the sponge. And now I'm going in with the Bedelium 953 brush, and it worked beautifully. Look at how nice this looks. I definitely recommend the Wet n Wild one over the Jordana. It just did not work out as nicely as the Wet n Wild one did. It gave a nicer glow and it looked a lot better. Now, yeah, I had to replay this. This is the CoverGirl So Lashy Mascara, you guys. This was a disaster initially because it was so clumpy, but I made it work. I just feel like CoverGirl has so many better options out there. I don't know why they needed to launch yet another mascara. Now this is the Wet n Wild Mega Slim Skinny Mascara. Absolutely loved it. Made my lower lashes look amazing. So Jordana Sweet Cream 22 in Cinnamon Toast is the lip color I'm using, and let me tell you, I was really taken back when I was using this because I was expecting it to be so much more of a flunk. When I swatched it, I didn't like it, but on the lips it looks amazing. It does kind of disappear throughout the day, so check out my vlog. I'll make sure to link it down below on how I liked it throughout the day because it did kind of disappear, but I reapplied it here and there. So then I use the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster. This is the contour palette, and I really like this. Again, has a really nice shade for pale skin. It's really pigmented, it works really nice, and I decided to also pick up the shimmer one, which has some beautiful shimmer colors. I don't know how to use the red one, but the other two were phenomenal. They were so beautiful. I used it on top of the Wet n Wild. So this is Wet n Wild on its own, and now ready? This is with the Physicians Formula. It's so beautiful, and I can't believe this is drugstore. I got so many compliments on my face makeup and my eye makeup today, so definitely recommend a ton of stuff. So thanks again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give it a giant thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, turn on the little notifications so you are notified when I post videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!